What is up, YouTube? Back with another training video. So this one's a lower body leg day session. Super fun workout. So starting the session off with some jumping. So I always start with some sort of jumping variation. Today I did some kneeling jumps. Kneeling jumps, they're fun as hell. I love this. Is my favorite jump. Go from that kneeling position, you land on your feet, and you just try to jump as high as possible. So kind of starting that kneeling position allows you to jump a little higher because you get that little stretch shortening when you go from that kneeling jump, and they're just fun to do. So I did two different variations. I did a kneeling vertical jump, then a kneeling triple jump. Hips felt great. Whenever I feel good jumping, I know it's about to be a good lift. So rolled from those, got into some cleans. So been doing some block cleans, kind of really working on my catch. So my catch position hasn't always been that great, especially when I get to those higher weights. I was kind of looking into, and I saw that the bar really crashes down. I don't meet the bar. So I was looking into some drills to do and trying to been dropping the ego the last couple of weeks. So I've been doing block cleans on one day and then power cleans with a clean on the other day. So I did block cleans today, warmed up with a couple sets, and then got into 5 working sets. Did 2 sets of 3 at like 264 shown here. And then 3 sets of 2 with 276. Weight felt good, was moving it fast, felt great. The blocks are fun to pull from. I haven't set up my blocks in the case are just bumper plates. You can use bumper plates, you can use plates, you can use whatever, anything you can to kind of elevate the bar. I'm doing them right below that knee level. So with a block clean, you're starting at a higher position, so it forces you to accelerate the bar quicker. So really good for, especially if you're an athlete, for like rate of force development, kind of pairing it with an acceleration focused day. Get you powerful, get you strong there. But got into those cleans, was whipping the bar, they felt pretty good. So here's a little side angle of them. Trying to move that bar fast, trying to get a nice setup, pull it, get some slack under the bar. So cleans, I love starting a session, no matter what I'm doing, no matter what the focus is, with some jumping and some cleans, some power work. Move the bar fast, move my body fast, gets me feeling good. And also I always want to be powerful because I know that helps my strength and everything else. So after that, got into 4 sets of pause squats today. I don't know why, I love pause squats. Pause squats are one of my favorite lifts. I can hammer a set of pause squats relatively close to my max weight with a back squat. Like I'm probably around like 95% of my regular squat with a pause squat. I don't know, I just feel really good with these. So I did 4 sets. I got 4 sets of 7 today with 385, so felt good. The weight was probably right where I want to be. I want to be in that 6 to 8 range, and kind of stay there. So 7 was probably right at like that 1 rep close to failure, and towards the end maybe like if I were to go for another rep, it would have been a 50-50 rep. So kind of leaving 1 in the tank, a little technical failure there. So good quality reps with the pause squats today. So super fun variation, and also really good to develop your squats. So obviously with a pause, you're breaking up the eccentric and the concentric. So the lowering phase and then the coming up phase, breaking that up. So you have to go from a dead stop from the bottom. So it makes it a little more challenging. Also a little more time under tension. Just kind of a fun variation to do. Really helps you think about bracing at the bottom, owning that bottom position, which a lot of people kind of struggle with and kind of lose that tension. So good squat. Yeah, good squat variation. Definitely pausing there at the bottom, holding that position, driving up through those legs. So super fun. As I said, 4 sets here. So really like with my squats, like I've been squatting 2 to 3 times a week. I've been doing one heavier like regular back squat day on Monday. Middle of the week, I've been doing kind of more of like a banded speed squat, trying to move it fast. And then this third day, I've been doing more of a pause squat. Been enjoying that. I definitely love the high frequency of squatting. Squats have always been my favorite lift. Usually feel pretty good in them. I think in this next block, I'll probably get rid of that speed squat day and kind of just do 2 heavier days where I'm doing more of a heavier regular back squat day in that 1 to 6 rep range, and then kind of more of these pause squats. And I think I'm gonna play around with a little higher volume, maybe closer to that 5 to 8 range, and just accumulate a little more volume with reps and sets, and kind of build it up that way. Because with these, my ego isn't as involved as a regular back squat, so I'm willing to go a little lighter and be a little smarter with those. So went from those, and then I got an RDL. So same thing here, 4 sets of 6 to 8. Ended up getting 7 for all 4 sets again. It's perfect weight. Did 405, Felt good. Right where that 7th rep was right where I was barely coming up with it. If I would have gone down for an 8th rep, maybe it would have been a 50-50 rep. So kind of leaving one in the tank. RDLs, squats are great. The last couple of weeks, I've actually been doing the reverse order. I've been doing RDLs and squats. Wanted to change it up today, do pause squats and RDLs, and kind of noticed there wasn't much of a difference, at least for me. They didn't really negatively impact one another. Felt very strong in both of them. Maybe I'll just feel really good that day. But squatting and hinging, those are just going to be main movements you should always be utilizing in your training. As simple as that, a barbell squat and barbell RDL, you could get away with just doing those 2 exercises and get some freaking huge legs, some powerful, some strong, some jacked legs by just doing those 2 exercises. So my sessions I keep pretty basic. I mean, I'm always going to squat, hinge, some variation, some power work, and then as you see in the accessories, I'll do some single leg work, some hamstring work, some calf work. So you don't have to get carried away and do a million different exercises. You know, I did 6 exercises, but I smashed the heck out of them. And, still even doing 6 exercises kind of takes me a long time because, when you're going heavy, when you're going close to failure, the rest is key in between. So kind of pushing yourself in those sets is important. So after those RDLs, got into some seated hamstring curls. I love the seated hamstring curl machine. I've actually hadn't used one in forever. I've been using a line hamstring curl as of late, but this seated hamstring curl is just so smooth. Get a big squeeze at the bottom. So I did 3 sets in that 10 to 12 range, kind of essentially going to failure, or the last rep where I couldn't lock it out and get that full range of motion. So just a good overall movement, really setting up there, really squeezing, trying to be somewhat slow on the way back and control it with that. And then I paired that with death or dumbbell walking lunges. These suck today. So I did 10 each leg with hundreds in my hand. So I guess 200 pounds, 20 reps. Those were pretty tough. Quads were pretty smashed after that, but fun variation. So as I mentioned, I always like doing a single leg variation. So usually some sort of reverse lunge or a rear foot elevated split squat or a walking lunge. I've been going back to these walking lunges the last couple weeks, kind of taking a break from those Bulgarian split squats, but both those exercises, I'm sure if you've done them before, they suck and they kind of give you chills before you're about to do them. So those weren't too fun. But here's the last of the hamstring curls. What I did on this, I did a drop set, or not a drop set, a rest pause method. So I went till failure, and then I rested 20 seconds, and then I went till failure again. So these rest pause methods, I throw them in usually a lot of my upper body training, and then usually on lower body when I'm doing more of like a machine lift where it's kind of easier to go to failure. But these methods are great to kind of get some extra reps beyond failure. Obviously it's super advantageous to train close to failure, to failure, and then beyond failure if your goal is kind of building muscle. So these kind of went till failure, or I couldn't get that full range of motion, sat there for 20 seconds, kind of debated if I wanted to go again. No, I knew I was going to go again, and then locked it in again, and you just try to bang out as many extra reps as you can. So I think I got 3 here. So you're not going to go in and get 10 extra reps. You're probably going to be, depending on you, usually I get anywhere between like 2 to 5 reps, depending on the exercise. Usually my machine lift, I can get a little more than like a barbell lift or something, but that's a great method to utilize, and especially on a machine where it's like easy to go to failure on, like, because a lot of barbell movements, you need a spotter or there could be technical failure. So that's a great movement. And then I finished with these. So this calf variation is awesome. So this I actually got the guys at the gym I train at, Westwood, which by the way is the greatest gym on earth if you're in Richmond. They showed me this variation on a pitch shark, and it is just so smooth because the weight's kind of in the middle of you. It's almost like a donkey calf raise kind of. You're kind of slightly leaning forward. But as you can see on these calf raises, the big thing is getting that stretch at the bottom. So almost think about bringing your heel to the ground and then raising up on that toe. So big stretch all the way down, all the way up. I did 5 sets of 10 there, and what I've been doing with calf raises, I'll essentially pick a weight and get like 12 with, and then I'll do 5 sets of 10 and rest 60 seconds in between, try to accumulate some volume. And then by those last 3 sets, like 10's kind of close to that failure. So those were awesome. And then I just played around, did some core work. So I've been playing around with these L-sits. I love an L-sit. And then obviously the gym I go to has rings, which are awesome. So been doing these ring L-sit holds. Just did 3 sets here. I believe I ended up getting like 23 seconds before I failed. So I shot for that for all 3 sets. So overall, freaking awesome lift. Give it a shot. Let me know how you think. And yeah. All right, just finished that lift. That was a great lower body session, so really enjoyed that. Felt good today, it just feels good. You can tell it's gonna be a good session when the jumps are feeling springy, hips are feeling good, the body's feeling good. So got moving with those. Those felt really good, was flying off the ground. And then as I said, kind of primed me for those cleans, kind of working on that catch position. So those felt really good though today. So happy with that. Hopefully I should take the time to build up my clean and work on the technical side, but those squats and RDLs as well, kind of working that 4 sets, 6 to 8 range. A little higher rep for me on squats. Super fun though. Those are hard, those are heavy, and it was like a perfect weight for it. Right around that, failure, 1 rep in reserve. So it felt good. And then those accessories, kind of brutal, those walking lunges and those seated hamstring curls and some calf raises. But anyways, kind of a simple session. I mean, without the jumps, just 6 movements. That's all you really need is kind of like high quality movements, squats, RDLs, a single leg movement, some extra hamstring work, some calf, and just go hard on those, because that's all that really matters is, putting effort into those sets. You don't have to have a million exercises. So good quality session. Definitely happy with that. And yeah, give that workout a shot. Let me know if you got any comments. You can always follow me on Instagram at Shannon Performance. And if you're looking for coaching, I do online one-on-one coaching. I also do programs, and I also have a couple programs for sale on Train Heroics. So if you're looking to train kind of similar to me or train with me, then would love to have you. So could look into one of those options. But yeah, I appreciate you guys watching, and yeah, have a great one.